All right, well, hello and welcome back. This is for my Scorpios, okay? Divine Rebel, my name is Racy. It's the yearly forecast. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of the months January through December of 2019. So this is going to give you quick energies throughout the entire year. If you would like more extended readings and information and insights, with different energies going on, my different decks throughout the year, my information is in the description, and Facebook is probably the best way to get a hold of me on Divine Rebel readings. To know about the zodiac groups that I'm hosting this upcoming year. All right, if you want more information on, what comes out in your spread today. So Scorpio watchers, this is for you if you are Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. Definitely pay attention if you are born on a cusp day and watch your cusp sign. And also pay attention to your Venus and your Mars, because that highlights your divine feminine and masculine attributes within. All right, so take this how it resonates. It's a general message. Okay, and there will be divine masculine and feminine energies in the cards. Energy is fluid. Okay, and I'll just leave it at that. You take these how they resonate. So for my Scorpio watchers, what is the energy for January 2019? And February. What is the energy of February 2019 for our Scorpio watchers? What is the energy for February? Okay. Energy for March 2019 for our Scorpios. All right, in April. Okay. May. What is the energy for May? What's the energy for May? Scorpios, I'm feeling like you're just getting this energy overcoming as I'm pulling the cards. My very hard to give and kind of like a dense thinking. I feel like my mind is dense. So just, energy wise. Let's see what we have here. Okay. And June. What is the energy for June? Okay. And July 2019. August 2019 for our Scorpios. All right. Ooh. September. What is the energy for September for our Scorpios 2019? October. November. Energy for November for our Scorpios 2019. And December. let's get some clarity for January with the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. And let's get the Ace of Wands in reverse clarified for February. And the Priestess for March. We already got clarifiers for the other 2 months, so let's do a clarifier for June. Let's clarify July with the 6 of Pentacles. Clarify Justice in reverse for August. Oh, it's 2 minutes, 4 cards. And clarifier for August. Alright, clarify the Sun. Alright, clarify the 5 of Wands in reverse for October 2019 for our Scorpios. And clarify the 8 of Wands in reverse for November. Let's clarify November 2019. All right, Scorpio Watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cusp, Venus, Mars, January. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse, clarified by the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Okay, the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Now, this here, right, this energy here, the 5 of Cups is about someone who is focusing on the negative, right, when there's positive right there, this 2 of Cups energy right there that they can be in. And they realize this, that the 2 of Cups isn't necessarily, you know, a person, but this energy, right, getting out of this 5 of Cups where this, you know, this pessimism of, you know, I've lost everything, you know, and releasing that feeling. And the driver is this 2 of Cups energy. With the Queen of Swords, you know, expect real truth to come in, you know, through divine feminine energy, you know, whether it's through another or within yourself. Like it's getting in touch with that aspect. You know, even here, like, you know, this person's wearing, you know, blue garb and she's wearing, you know, this blue clouds, you know, this transformation of the crown chakra, you know, with the butterfly crown. I feel like this person is being very direct in this transformation of their thinking, right? And it's this 2 of Cups energy that's driving it, right? This 2 of Cups energy that's driving it. So there may be, you know, there may be the release of something that seems negative, but you know that, you know, this very powerful love and truth, you know, this clarity of the mind is behind it, you know. So January, right, starting off the year with that kind of energy. Moving into February, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse with the Page of Wands in the reverse. So this is a new beginning that's not started yet, right? It's kind of what's manifesting. So if this is the energy from January moving into February, this new start hasn't, you know, begun yet, because there's some kind of inspirational thought that needs to be had first, right? Because this Page of Wands, he's inspired. He's interested in possible risks, right? and it's in the reverse. And so there are certain risks that this page is not willing to take, right? And it's, you know, this is something that has to be thought about. You know, the divine is inspiring, and I feel like with the reverse, there's a certain amount of resistance to the idea of how they're being inspired, right? So maybe not, because the aces revolve a lot in the etheric. So, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just feeling like not quite ready to start, you know, a completely new adventure yet. You know, this is very young energy that's, you know, it's not quite come to start yet. March is completely different. It's going to be big for you, Scorpios. The High Priestess comes in clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. So you intuitively know. You know, like you know, like you know, this is a new cycle. This is a new chapter. You know, I'm reminded of the Chariot card with the, you know, the Sphinx here. So it's kind of like, you know, there's this movement, you know, the divine is forcing this wheel to turn, right? It's forcing this wheel to turn, letting go of, you know, this darker energy and letting it fall to the side, you know, putting our dark demons aside and kind of letting the divine lead the way as far as how this wheel is going to continue to spin, you know, following your intuition, knowing that this is the higher purpose, right? This is the higher purpose. The 2 to the 10 is the 12, which is the Hanged Man, and it's a Hanged Man year. And I'm going to do a whole live on that. You know, this is a whole lot about perspective changes. Intuitively knowing that these new chapters you're going to be moving through are going to help you change your perspective, right, in March. So in April, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is a masculine energy with the 2 knights. This is someone who's, especially if they're coming from the page energy from February, like this person's maturing, right? The development's taking place. You know, the progress is being made, is being divinely guided. You know, this person is still not necessarily inspired to spark anything in the reverse because he's taking caution, right? The reason why there's no action being taken towards a certain direction is because the Knight of Pentacles is clarifying it. And this is an energy of being cautious, you know, wanting to do it the right way, you know, being solid, you know, making solid offers. Like this is an energy of a very grounded knight. You know, this is a very balanced energy, you know, so they're not making any rash decisions. They're not, you know, taking any quick, thoughtless actions. You know, this person is really building, okay? And that's the energy of April. All right, so Scorpio come May, you might really be feeling this energy. All right, it's spring, you know, there's a lot of new life blooming around you. You know, if you're thinking about, you know, how much time has passed, like, wow, you know, the winter's gone, you know, you've done a lot of work and it's gone already, right? It's like it flew by. And you know that you're being cautious and feeling still like there's, you know, this 10 of Cups in reverse, this unfulfilled, almost like this void, right? This void, because I'm just being drawn to the empty space here in the middle. You know, because this is a dreams come true card. So in reverse, you know, I just feel like you see the dream but feel the void, right? See the dream but feel the void. You know, like the world hasn't come full circle yet. Like you're doing a lot of work within. You have evolved a bit, you know, from the page to the knight, you know, with this High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune energy. Like you've taken a step and you're wondering, you know, when does my world, you know, turn upright? You know, when does this turn upright? It's this energy of completion, but not being satisfied, I think, with the timing, right? The world needs to turn, you know, and needs another day. You know, there's more time that's needed, and you're not understanding why. And, you know, it has a lot to do with maybe being stubborn and pride and ego, you know, that you would expect certain things of the universe to unfold a certain way. All right. So lose expectations and you can avoid this kind of energy. All right, come May. Don't let yourself go there. In June, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Magician card. Now, the Seven of Cups is all about having options, having choices. So in the reverse and with the Magician card, I feel like this energy is like there is no other option, right? There is no other option but to manifest. There's no other option for you on the table. You know, you're not clouding the issue with all these options. In your mind, emotionally, there's only one option, and so you are manifesting. I'm feeling almost like the fire under your ass kind of thing. Like there's this need and desire to manifest. That is the only cup. You know, manifesting is the only cup. The hell with all the other choices and the other focuses. Like I need to manifest. I need to, you know, raise this wand, you know, of the world, right? The world has these two, and you know, it's almost like these dual flamed candles or pitons. You know, some people call them pitons, but a dual flamed candle. And finding that within self, right? This oneness, knowing that there's no other option but oneness. In June, okay? In July, we get this energy, right, of the Six of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Now, a part of you is going to want to give to somebody else who is needy, right? I'm picking up on this needy kind of energy. Wanting to give to somebody who is needy. And, you know, feeling like it's fair or balanced, you know, that you should be giving to this person. I'm hearing logically feeling like it's good to be giving to this person. But other people are being deprived. You know, when you put your focus on something else, other people, you know, fall out of perspective, and balance is required, you know, and that's what this is about. It's not being able to walk away from the negative aspects of self. You know, if this is, you know, just dealing in terms of energy, that these two are separate. I'm just being drawn to talk about it. So deal with me, bear with me. Okay. You know, this energy of yellow, right? This is the solar plexus chakra. This is the authentic self. This truth of blue with the throat chakra is something completely different. So it's like you're feeding all of this energy to your drive and your willpower, and maybe not so much to your truth, right? And this is needing to walk away from something that is no longer of benefit to you, right? This is what the Eight of Cups is, and it's in reverse. And it's almost like this moon aspect here. It's like refusing to shine light on the shadow aspects of your experience. You know, whatever it is, whatever the reality is, it's not good, that you don't like. It's something to do with the moon, right? I'm just feeling the moon is important, especially with the 8, and the moon is the 18 card. So there's a lot of balance, right? Balance within. This is like balance within. You really need to focus on acting from a place of truth and being able to give to both aspects of yourself in balance, you know. Yeah, I'm even picking up on like the Four of Coins energy, where it's like you're letting go, but it's someone's holding on to it really tightly. You know, I just get that energy, whether it's you or, you know, another person, however you're resonating, you need to take it how it resonates. In August, we have the Justice in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse. And so, and, you know, we're seeing these scales again, right? So just like this person has the scales, now this person has the scales. So if you're not careful, kind of like I was saying, like it needs to be in balance. If you're not careful, Justice flips in reverse. All right, Justice flips in reverse because balance is needed. You can't just take action, you know, and not be in your truth when you do it, you know, not feed your truth and build on your truth when you do it. You know, it's like taking action without purpose, right? It's having all of these thoughts and not taking action on them. It's not being creative, right? It's not being original. So it's like, if you want to be something whole and complete, you know, if you want the universe to give you justice, that you get what you have earned and deserved, you know, and all of this healing, this manifestation, like all of this development, You really need to release the mental illusions, right? This is feeling trapped in a mental crisis, you know, that is self-inflicted because she's not in any harm's way. This is the divine feminine energy within, um, feeling trapped in the mind. You know, like this intuition can't break free around all these swords of the mind, you know. Kind of feels like you're walking through a maze, right? Walking through, almost like walking through a maze of swords and being blindfolded. You don't know, you know, what you're walking into, you know, all of these thoughts of fear. You don't know what you're walking into, you know, you feel blindfolded. And so, you know, this justice in reverse, um, um, the energy I'm getting is really focus on the truth of the matter. What is the truth, right? Not necessarily your truth, but the truth, you know, from a oneness perspective. Um, what is it? You know, what is it? I feel like that's the questions and answers that Scorpio is going to be seeking, yeah, around August. And it's going to pay off, you know, all of this development pays off come September because we do have the Sun card. And the Sun card coming out, you know, you see this yellow and this blue, right? This energy of both, you know, this lit sky, the sunflowers, you know, you get a lot of Leo energy, you know, especially because it's kind of, you know, coming from their season, you know, feeling like you're finally moving forward. You know that you're following your authentic path, your divine path, like you know that spirit's guiding you, the divine is guiding you, however you want to call it. You know, getting back in touch with this, you know, releasing that prison of the mind, right? Releasing that prison of the mind, causing that injustice to yourself. And with the Death card in reverse and the Page of Swords, you know, this energy is kind of like it's going, it's like, because the Death card in reverse is refusing to let something die that's dead, right? The Death card in reverse is refusing to let something die that's dead, right? With the, you know, there's different figures in the back, like the Sun is in reverse, you know, the Hierophant's back there, you know, this divine feminine energy, now it's all flipped over. And the Sun is right here, you know, so it's almost like not everything is what it seems. And there's a communication coming in with the Page of Swords, or at least the idea to. Someone's going to have an idea to reach out to somebody else, right? Something that maybe someone thought was dead. Some kind of communication is going to come in, or some kind of clarity of thought is going to come in to you or somebody else. You know, maybe this is going on in the background. Maybe you're finally releasing all of this, and in the background, you know, you're in this sunshine state, and in the background, the clarifiers are something that is kind of refusing to die and is thinking about popping back up. Something that is just refusing to die that is kind of popping back up, or you're going to hear about it. You know, you're going to hear about it, or you're going to see something, you know, on social media. You're like, something's going to pop up, and something that you thought was dead maybe might not be dead, and it's going to be coming at a time where you're peaking, right? You're peaking on your self path. So keep that in mind. You take that how it resonates. So come October, we have the Five of Wands in reverse with the Ace of Cups in the upright. And so I feel like, because the Five of Wands to me is always fighting something because you believe in it, you know, like fighting for a cause is kind of what I think of. So when this is in reverse, it's almost like, I don't know if you've given up on the cause, you know, because the fire element is still there, you know, the wands inspirational element is still there. I don't know if you've given up on the cause, but I feel like you've given up on fighting, you know, releasing this energy of having to fight for your cause, and really starting to welcome in this new emotional beginning, right? Whether it's with somebody or without somebody or whatever, you know, you're just not fighting for it, right? Might still believe in it, aren't fighting for it, And this Ace of Cups energy, this new emotional beginning, this is a blessed beginning, you know, and this Ace of Cups has been showing up. This is the divine coming in, you know, with the offering and putting it into the cup, you know, where it's not me anymore, but a we. And maybe it's, you know, I'm feeling like this transformational energy, whether it's you or the other person or both, or, you know, or however it resonates. A very new emotional beginning come October. You know, it's almost like you're not resisting the flow of the divine, right? It's almost like you're not resisting or fighting the divine flow of love from the universe to you, right? That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. That's exactly how I want to say it. You're not resisting the universe. You know, you're allowing the divine to hand you an overflowing cup and bless you however it wants to bless you. And with, you know, November's energy, we get 2 8s, right? We get the 8 of Wands in reverse, and we get the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And so I feel like you're okay with this pace. I feel like this pace is not moving at a rapid pace. I think you understand that it's going to kind of be slow. That there's some things that need to be worked on, right? Because, you know, this is paying attention to the details and working hard to create, right, abundance, you know, which comes after as the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like with this energy in reverse, you're kind of accepting that maybe the work isn't so hard, right? Maybe the work isn't so hard. It's almost like you're taking this time to slow down, because I'm not hearing stall. I'm hearing slow down. And with the double 8s, the double infinity, and just one person being present, I feel like this energy here is really about slowing down and paying attention to the self, you know, this kind of almost like a tower moment in the reality of the mind that is accepting, right? That is truly accepting. Things aren't, you know, they're not working out as you planned. They didn't work out as you planned. You know, come November, things did not work out the way you thought, you know, with all of these, you know, cards, these emotional cards, you know, the cups and swords everywhere. Things didn't work out like you thought they would. It's unfolding differently. And I think that energy of acceptance is what's coming in. Like, you need to put in the work to create momentum, real work, you know, inner work. This is about inner work, you know, creating that abundance within the self, releasing that constant battle, right, with the universe, and truly needing to flow with the love of the universe that it's giving you, you know, releasing the fight. And then come December, we have the King of Swords in the reverse, and it's clarified by the 3 of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Cups. Now, the King of Swords in the reverse for December, you know, this energy, this masculine energy, is looking at things in a very cold, calculated way, very logical, and yet at the same time, with it in reverse, the way that they're communicating that to others is not being received. I'm not hearing that it's nasty or mean or whatever. I'm kind of feeling like the truth is not being received by other people well, you know. They don't understand, right? Or there is a lack of understanding within the king, right? Because he has all these butterflies around the crown chakra, and, you know, this transformational energy of the thoughts, you know, it's almost like, and they look almost like clouds. So it's almost like this transformation. His thoughts are all kind of clouded. You know, if people aren't receiving his truth, it's because on some level that he doesn't receive his truth. You know, he's not seeing his truth clearly, you know, or doesn't understand himself clearly that he can express it to others. And so there's no partnership here, you know, with the 3 of Cups. There's no, you know, this is the past, present, and future. This is the physical manifest of the past, present, and future. And I feel like this energy is not taking place because this transformation needs to happen. Like there needs to be a complete transformation, and it's going to kind of work out that way for, you know, those of you following Scorpio. This Queen of Cups energy. It's, you know, and this queen in the deck, if this is a part of the reason why, maybe it's a part of the fog, because this queen looks at something, you know, she's looking at this cup and she has this, I don't know if you could see it, this look on her face. Like, that's my urn. It's all mine, you know, and it's like, but it's a cup, but it does look like an urn, like something you would store ashes in. And when we were talking about this death card, like maybe thinking about going back towards something that was legitimately dead, I feel like come December, because you really do gotta, you know, it said flow with the universe, like stop beating a dead horse, like flow with the universe. This King of Swords is transforming in his headspace, the way he's seeing things, and it's not working out because this energy of the Queen of Cups, it's it was almost like even if it's dead, it's still mine. You know, it's this kind of energy. It's this wavy emotions. You know, this isn't, you know, in other decks she's different, but in this deck in Rider-Waite, she's very, I feel like just kind of all over the place. You know, there's a lot of turbulence, right? She's in the upright, but there's a lot of turbulence underneath the surface, you know, below her. And so it manifests and comes out as this perspective of it's mine, even though it's dead. You know, and the King of Swords come December, this energy, you or someone else, you know, this energy is trying to understand that kind of clarity so that he can come into his, you know, his true masculine self where he's making clear decisions and he's standing in his truth and that kind of thing. All right. So, Scorpios, that is for you. If you would like more in-depth energy into these months throughout the 2019 year, check out my information in the description. Facebook is the best way to get a hold of me. I love you all. Thank you for taking the time to like the videos and share them and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful new year. You know, there's going to be lots of growth, lots of shifting perspectives, you know, a lot of energy shifting around. Okay, a lot of focus is going to be needed. So feel free to reach out to me if you need. Until next time, everybody, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.